I know, sir, for some time now, you've been seeing on social media, say Aba Dope trendy, Kwartemaa trendy, and one way or the other, no, almost try somebody will in Her Excellency Nana Brown. And people don't know the head and tail of the story, what is actually happening, who is saying what, and relax. That's why we are here. Listen, we have about 124 screenshots. I'm not telling lies, right? 120 something screenshots and screen recordings and videos. Yeah, but we'll walk you through all. It's for this story, Mami introduce characters in it. I'm sure say you all know this lady, Kwartemaa. Kwartemaa, Mrs. Bediako. Now, Kwartemaa you will be about 2 or 3 years ago. No, not on or mother of the gang. Now, mother of the gang, you don't see more gang, you know, right? Now, Kwartemaa and her mother. And if you remember, about 2 or 3 years ago, and a fallout and it happened, your more accusing Kwartemaa with your moon secro, and your dear Kwartemaa super cho, ne dear kakaho, and she was basically taken out of the group. And I said the group took themselves out of Kwartemaa. However you want to say it. First word, Kwartemaa is married. She's now a legally married wife, team legal, they be on team legal wife, but a legal wife. What I say, Sammy, why inherited the name Mrs. Bediako. Now, Kwartemaa is also a importer or importing your man in China and your dear Ghana. So that is Kwartemaa. Then the second person in this story, Aba Dope. Now, I'm sure most of you know Aba Dope, Oton Adriane or restaurants near there, funny character or social media. So that is Aba Dope. The third person in this story, Her Excellency Nana Brown, and I'm sure you all know now. Nana Brown, and you're directly involved in the exchanges are echoes about some way, somehow, or my opinion in. So it's always good to do the introduction. Then a fourth person in this story, a Crazy Virgin. Now, for those of you on Snapchat, I'm the old and new version of Crazy Virgin, but the one thing I'm for him say Crazy Virgin, and they say okay stories, okay man for just with the coded messages, she money out there, and she lives in Europe or Amsterdam. What say? So that's Crazy Virgin for you. Then the next person, Eva Kisses. Now, Eva, and so will be or Tom Fashinova and Tabe. O making and concourse screenshots in a tire, or block. Oh, what's about either so a hardcore tema girl, community 4, community 1, or Sasu or your Sugia. I mean, or street, so I say street mama, basically, son, I was a mechanic, and that's Eva Kisses. Then the next person, this is a friend Funky. Now, Funky, and so it's Germany. But Funky, dear, or into travel and talk, connection, basically, connection woman. This I won't say semi idea, that's Funky for you. And then the last person, Kemido. Now, Kemido ain't directly involved in the drama, right? But she comes in at a point. Now, Kemido also an ex-service personnel, and I can see from her recent post say she is now out of the country. Only Ghana have any idea. Good. So these are the characters, right? Now let's get to the story. So for some time now, I'm sure that you've observed, say, Kwartemaa and Aba Dope, Aba friends. And from what happened, our wedding, I say about Aba Dope costume, no, I don't know how they settled that. I don't know the conversations before that wedding and the conversations after that wedding. They are the best people to tell that story to the public as it happened. If they are able to tell that story, we will be able to explain, right? So after Kwartemaa wedding, I'm for Aba Dope are still in Kwartemaa shine, which I say they have to narrate what happened before and what happened after to the public. I'm not going to hold brief for anyone. Fast forward, these two people, put all that drama and what have you after the wedding aside. I'm back on the trip to China. Now, I'm going to call China now. I'm going to hear videos at to social media. So, Aba Dope, Efa, Chense, cast iron, Ono Kasa ni, set or the ban, the designs near there, Kwartemaa, so a yen there, what have you. So, it appears that that trip I have, I'm going to call China no. Things didn't end well between them. And mama back to Ghana. Now, post China, right? And Aba Dope, based on the snap, no. Now, what's the snap? Your public one, your private one. And your public one, no. But private one, no, right? So private snap, no. To me select and Crawford or who's a snap, no. So based on the happen on the private snap, no. Aba Dope is to say, there is see what China. And the omo free China buy ebe do Ghana no is see no right. Akwa drew enkrofo ya me introduce omo de che wi ebi ho. Emma omo di twa ono Aba Dope ne empoa. Emma just omo kan nsem akese kra de ka ho. Inti Aba Dope e on the private snap no. Ekokotro ye say wonya adamfo pa you are not a good friend at all. every day wo ye babe, han, odo, my love. Now one for comment section I say. Now so now wo kun crofo. Now ono Aba Dope no on kasa. Or trying story time. It's Aba Dope say wo ni pessimisi samre who private snap no. Wo ye nipa bonefo. Pema semsa. Now who should I Aba comment section I say who should I hear odo my love ni ade so na wo come. Now me try story time no. Now, sa screenshot ya wo hi. Pay attention. Your caption be our top. Beyond the pick bracket, you know. Maybe ni Aba Dope private story so, right? But where a screenshot from a private story. I don't want you to pay attention to the caption that is beyond the pink bracket. Pink bracket, you know, and the Aba Dope on the private story. In Aba Dope Troye boldly say, Adia Atuni a deeper. Now, what is good for the goose is good for Ganda. No. Ebi ankrofo nim the depth of the sin bonia. Sana dan fuko ye ohu ni private snappy edi aye no. Eye deeper than the oksoma enkrofo ma omotro defa ono Aba Dope no. No ono Aba Dope ni nim say. Sana dan fu ye tumi ka no kwani na nkyere wo mo. Na san nonsense ye koso aba be too much. Because na danfo ya ohu ne private snap onim se nipa ya o tro nsem afa ono Aba Dope nipa ne pen asem na so akwa twa ntro e de ache nipa no ene akokọ tete nipa nchi ohinta dua echi ene o piepie nipa no ene nipa ne tro nyoma e wo snap de so onim se na danfo ne hye nipa ne chi nipa ne yesa na we de on kana no ntum so who so be a tro bibi Obeba abonten. So who's more kasa oba be mic no mu. So that was Aba Dope on a private snap. Again from Aba Dope the private snap. Or try say our list of victims. What they say? Or no Aba Dope him say sana dan fu ya mo bone. Say na dan fu ne be apologize to omo and na say oh apologize ya. Emfa no ho. No making sure say se omo ba be story time na omo fa sa victims we so enka ho no Aba Dope no on from enka nche omo say masa woni de ni pessimesi aye on from nka bibia sa nche omo na ne nafofo mienu na ono Aba Dope no ewo omo as enamfo de waka bibia kire omo no omo waka ne de onim se sa na danfo ya akasa beko akwakoka no kra na ja kire omo so when involve omo story time na danfo ne nkonko ka no kra ne kire omo so wanka so dia ende nyankopon enka omo ho na ono Aba Dope no eka de na ka omo ma no edubone mana no aka eno pe na omo amfa ma ne mana no na so wo akoma papa obi owo honhom bone wa adwen bone fa ho no ontumi ma che wo da eti na ono Aba Dope no ne nafofo pa ho so mo ye real friends no oni omo anka na danfo ye o hwe ne private snap yi ho asem enye sa ade aka wewu nka wo Aba Dope no wewu nka wewu na o train so ma be story time no no ankasa wo na mom so ohu hye bi ewo baby a je say shade no nim say ebubete be enti aye ono ne de a ene obe stand up ama ne ho and Aba Dope sa so tro ebiom ewo the private snap say we hu say ni person mesi o hwe ne private snap no on purpose sa na danfo yi on purpose na wo de na danfo ne ntina ho no hwe no mo nkoso am pass sarcastic comments about ono Aba Dope no and Aba Dope tro ye say k se we ke wonim se me so betumi aye bi nemo kana makama no atum what I say me nkasa ena wo nyoma ekita me no matena so din se me nka hwe me nkyereke bibie mu me nkasa na me nim se wotumi fa wo page wo madam fu yi minim misu se wo nya adam for pay minim se wotumi fa wo page enye sa aboni nemom obekoko gina nkrofo echi nkrofo mu nim asem ehu ma achi omu nim asem no hwe obekoko che omachi No my dirty works na the amount. Now mo ebem so mo ni any clue about the see no. Omo nim. Na wonim say nkonkonsa bia wonim ye dibia no, me keeping it safe. Boni a wo dey me na me keeping it safe. Na me wonim say na me empower downfo. Ye fa ye ho say nuanom e na wo sa madamfo ya wo hwe me snappy. Wo break it sa anyonkofa anase enua bond no wo break ye. Wo break ye kra no me keep me promise said ya kwaso ye ntemu bia no. Me nka ho ase me mani mpie me mbo so wa me nka entro bia. Na so kwaso akohinta wasankofo echi. E pushi omo e mo chuochuo nyoma e wo snap so. Me nkasa wo. Me was solid evidence. Me ni umienu na ye nim de course. More evidence wo ho. Now evidence the cry every school mother. Take notes. Every school mother ho. Wonim say evidence ya me we every school mother ho. Now never in my life and me no edi nkomo bi me nanfofo bi so akoko di sa nkomo no ana say nkomo me nanfo edi me no we be di sa nkomo no never. It is a woo ko se onafofo yi a mo attack me abadopi etia. But mo dey so be kire nsemu. Achomo kanokwe no echomo because that time we die enye kasa more evidence e wo ho. Me ekurasini na mom nyame e na me abadop misuro. It's way nyoma abadop e choye e wo the private story so. As I so record the video. Video no they tell one but video no mean right or record the video video no they say and crofo mo bo no abado pekutie no mo ka so ma be story time e warning. Now remember say abado pe kan nsem no o ka say evidence no every school mother ho why in school mother remember say me introduce character bi cheo a friend Funky. Now Funky abado ni school mother and now Funky and so Kwartemaa obi a cheso ni di ne sumasem ho enkomo a wakwa is a big mama around Kwartemaa and also ye Aba Dope no ni school mother and Aba Dope ka say enkonko evidence we no every school mother ho enye school mother na dey evidence we about nyoma wo kafa me ho boni a wo dey ye mani ade ebre me wan kasa woni enti enkrofo na wama wo bo me kutia a wakosho mo chi omo chi nyoma e dey ache me wo snaps no. Make sure so be can no kwen dia chom because one can no kwen afa nchom a evidence wo ho that be am so be story time now me the evidence be babonte now enkrofo no ene hwan enkrofo no Eva cases now akomni chirimu okay enti Eva cases a snap so na wo we right Eva cases a true one snap so say imagine say when a married man Esha when now the married man frame asay with him na de bia so no wo sori ahomache 3 am e bom paye aden na wo ha nyankopon sa why and there was a story we mo sori ahomache 3 am e bom paye ye public knowledge on the internet.
It's 3 a.m. and every 3 a.m. I come to you with Jesus.
Aba Dope. Entina Eva cases too short their money Aba Dope. And Aba Dope so show on the private story say, wo from so ya madam for. And so what they say ma kwa koma enkrofo a ini pay a o chotron semi e was snap so wonim say ni pay on permasem. It's na downfall. A on ne call China buy as a drama we happen. A on no any school mother Funky no other than Kwartemaa. It's na Aba Dope suggest to say if a case say Tronsem was snap so for no Aba Dope na eho na Kwartemaa na akwakwa say if a cases nechi a o Tronsem and some baby na if a cases troye if a cases troye say title sardine mo ye 4 in a room na Emma Jelma life 4 in a room nipa for another room I said them wo jail. Now next time at least mo take it 3 rooms and here for na sankomo we efi sankomo we every time Aba Dope and Kwartemaa call China. I just say in the words of Kwartemaa no or Chemu say indeed omo call China no na Aba Dope maame Any Aba Dope nia. Any Aba Dope what's Aba Dope oba. Any Aba Dope ba. Now more one room to say Aba Dope ne ka wano ma baba for. And Aba Dope fees I room ne beka hamo any idea.
Yeah, call you know. My name is Muslim friend back home. Madam for no. I'm in the call China no. That is me can say if anything. AD. And a year then. Madam for no. And walk China ho. In you could do ye. My Muslim friend in a bra call ye. Miss me my cousin ye then. Of course, walk ye then. Quack boami. And then a year then. It drew ho. See, drew on. Oh, it was cool. They were in different room. My cousin was in the different room. Neighbor was different room. And me na me nso there different room, but because madam for Muslim girl no oba be did just 5 good days. What I say, just 5 good days. Ewo China and say oh my member room ho na me ntua nti me kwa 5 days de nya hwe na why then what's back to room. And madam for no to free what is it madam for AD and so yeah then a room on the other on any mammy. Into your one who say be madam for 8 bed abeka ho, which it wasn't bad. So you were 3 in the room, 2 bed separate. What I say, 2 bed and a year day. Jeje nina. It's me the Kwartemaa man kasane ni wo.
But then na if a kisses I did ye see or China no. To Aba Dope shade. Edi twa Aba Dope mpoa. It's Aba Dope to say Sadia we see you China. You call China and happen ye. And I may Aba Dope to me nim. Say wo Kwartemaa wo na for ni vacations near adi. What is it? It is all cancer some way. First say, my name ma me mo kwata da back me title sardine. One can delay sardine. One can. Like you say, how you see delay sardine. Delay sardine na esoso. One I what we container back home. Titles here and so my nkiti be fia bi. What is it? Na ma human life. Nti Aba Dope hu ye no. Oti ase. Not just that. If a case is also try ebium. Say make us say ye hu fi wa atachemo. Na de nti ana wo twa wo snap so say na wo na onim nukra no na ye nkogota mo ye nya ye hu fi beifo. Why no friend beifo no? Or friend Aba Dope beifo. No say be na wo twenie. Ade bi am e va cases me post bi ano. Na wa back door akwa course na ma frɛ na asumbie nti medility. Why na Aba Dope ko back door ko frɛ. Wa get a picture no. Inti if a case ka say be na wo twini de metro bia na akọ back door akọ frɛ. Na medility aden. Jai say wo frɛ omo na omo enjoy your marriage. Now, why na what sa group we ma maka say oye Mrs. na wa ware. Kwartemaa. Inti apparently if a case person just say otro bibia won the snaps bia na Aba Dope afa phone na wa frɛ Kwartemaa ene ne kunu na de Kwartemaa ne ku aba be patcho no if a cases na delete Kwartemaa Aba Dope enjoy Kwartemaa ne kunu mo enjoy your maware. Why say na marriage deco a be makra entumi ema obi no na o ka so obi wo ho time say ye say ye hu tefre e wo aduane mu ene ade na aduane a me if a cases no mean me all the time bia no a check ene aduane pa ena de bia no oba mi fi a oba hu se midi ena if a cases be try say Aba Dope ya na oyes sis and tomato bana. That's the question that they be Aba Dope ebisa onu if a cases no. Na time onu if a cases they go up and down. Ebe space ewo osu. Edi ama Aba Dope kran we ndi na duane na sa abri. Open history no any say. According to Eva cases no. Ochra emra Aba Dope epe baby akwa rent a obeye ni restaurants ewo su no. Ono Eva cases no and then the effort shame o pair space no wo su de man ono Aba Dope no. Na sa mre ne kra no we ndi Aba Dope dia na sa mre no bedi. Aba Dope hu aduane odi woni fi ana. Na de Aba Dope bisa no sis and tomato banana. If a case is in jai, or Sasu Troy say, what ye? Fanisa me nya hwema wo, me nya hwema wo. Enya me na me boa ma wo nya baby wo su. Enya me na me rent so wo rent so rent no mo je $1,200. Let me say, wo ska, busu me bia $1,200. And o mo te so ba ta, o ma te so bono no. $1,000. Did this cano? And I said, Ghana is 120 million. Buswidia. Hey, and the Mosca. And also for the first year, because I know if I cases no few soon to quantum or more say so man no. Nemra na Aba Dope ni elder than ho. So no if I cases no or baby run drinks. Or no Aba Dope ni shop no crano. Or no Aba Dope ni so no if I cases no put in any effort. Say never realize it. Sir, we no. We put in any effort. Aba Dope we put in any effort. Nemra Aba Dope ko chantro. Eche couple now. Or more running lunch. Ewo achimota. Say obemo mo upstairs. Ewo su hono mo no. Why now Aba Dope friend no? So the guy no, and then a down for no muchi wise Benz no. Enshia no more check it top hono mu space. Why? E or no evacations no. Why? E or no evacations Aba Dope friend no. Or drop it bibia. And or friend akukra bi. Ah wo su ma akukra no kwa ye settings yet so ye the landlord. Emma akukra no omu coach akukra ne sesa akukra ne kwa on kase debi on pese obi fufo bi abe ka ho apart from Aba Dope no dey adan ne ma no enti ho no mo ye settings if a case it Aba Dope to ha say no mu tia akukra ne ka akukra ne behind osu photo club no ho what I say we na one ka and jomo. Now, so now go for ya ma Aba Dope space. Ewo achimota. Aba Dope is in baba. Ono Ivano. Ene di Aba Dope course wo. Ene obo Aba Dope mo yes settings we na. Eni twank of nechi. Ene I say wo Aba Dope wan say na making restaurant owner Aba Dope wan say na making. As I say last night Sunday na jo. Now friend crofo say o mo ma unja ni ade. O ma me cry frame me. Opa, brow public snap. Na ye ho fi wo ho. Fa ko jai say wo call private snap no. Bra, na be ka de wo ka fa wo superstar ne ho. Superstar in this case no. Hwan ya, Her Excellency Nana Mama Brown. Inti aha na Eva cases. Enya Aba Dope na di na Mama Brown di bebo. Aha na Eva cases Aba Dope say. Kwartemaa akwa hye n'echi. Emma ne cancel. Now if I case to me chemu say China hokra no way for in a room to say Titus sardine. Me say Titus there. For be to me akọ dine delay macro na delay sardine afford to me ukọ dine. Wa and I say lala sardine. And afford to me ukọ dine. What does it? If I case na e can say catch you go for the o kan about to superstar no. O invest wo business mu na still how can ho asem. Catch you no. Saturday said one person who superstar they can who private life. And I'm like, hello. My partner name Israel. Right? But my private life. And you mean I made decide some Israel who be private life. Israel so for decide so Obama me who private life. And you my birthright. For that part I disagree with him. But if I and then cause I can say, hey, Detia Aba Dope ka detia on person ni superstar no or invest in the business be hu Aba Dope ne private life na no mo one car mu ono Eva case stake ho superstar no mo one car mu and a superstar no e drop it ono Aba Dope no any Eva cases no I want Eva cases no apartment. What is it? What's na car no mu e ma ni ko see wo no Eva cases ni place wo hacho. And then later on Aba Dope ne fa Uber. Eba back to East Legon bebe da because ono Aba Dope in person the superstar ni be who the personal life mu. Because superstar ni go through marital problems. It's now Aba Dope in person superstar ni be who say ono Aba Dope ne so sabi ono obema ware for elder. Ono obema ware for nete. Our cobema wire for chain or a bay for no kaye Aba Dope catch or no Eva cases no say the superstar no na o the D Nikuno the ex-husband say winning better wedding and as you move up go Canada or the dinner temp also the D saloon run at his own saloon run prick Peter Papa pick or the D saloon run at him. and I pick up pepe. No, I can't pick up pepe. Hey, me so dear my bon. Or the salute another time. What I say? Now superstar no crack kind. So we she send ka saloon run no. Peter Baba pick up pepe, and I pick up pepe. Or the salute another time. Or the salute another time. So we she send ka salute run ka okwa na ka bono. Na ka bono. Aba Dope pinka. Masa obi ani anaja abe pound no Aba Dope ni chewo. Aba Dope ni jai so pretend on the private snap no. Obi ampa ne chew. Obi ampa ne chew. Kemi freno. That's where Kemi comes in. Kemi freno. And then the kasaye. Aba Dope secret husband. That's so freno. And then the kasaye. Omo ina ani onu iva cases na kasa. Na obi amba onu Aba Dope onu mama be pa ne chew. Na Aba Dope ne choose superstar no over nebusia ewo Achimota family no. Na so still no oka superstar no ho asem. Superstar. No na mama brown. Na we fi say na wo try wo complain say I to say business a wo ye no wo na wo business idea no what you say na wo superstar no yet say de o pese o impose nyoma o de o be hye wo su bi sa wo business no mu they say the business near superstar ne dia no Eva cases no catch on Aba Dope say Aba Dope nya story time on course snap on nya story time about how will be a new su branch no no Eva cases ne ba Aba Dope ne ba no Eva cases ho ebe ama Eva cases na kasa kire nsemu de kire no I just say na Eva cases na again one small Aba Dope meto ade free ho I only Aba Dope plan by better if you know Aba Dope plan be pan about 3 weeks ago. And Aba Dope can say, oh, when you go, so I will call store. Me turn them crazy you go store that baby me schooling. For the vocational school no. It's your setting record this straight. Aba Dope into me one private snap so. Aba Dope to fashion over if you know if cases were 2 years ago. It taking a month as I don't check and then okano. Or the name dress back who cry on the honor and no cry on your tiaka. Oh, jai so impressing Kofana wa pick it, wa selecting Kofana them to private snapper. Omo bet you impress your move. Where the gospel according to Eva cases. Eva cases has to asubium, try. So when they said the Aba Dope na pretense. I said you care about the friend, no. I just say, or tree asemimu, or friend na that for no 1 a.m. Na that for no cool na da. Na wo kra wo ni obi kunu na te kra no won answer call 1 a.m. So wo fear no account mo bi ono akasa ne kunu oda nchen. What I say? Bathroom kra no enye obi na paper o bathroom out because o share o bathroom with married man. Bathroom o share with married man. O ni same. They be out in paibo, kata winim, and my excuse or private snap, any of the pets and Corniva cases near Yankupon. Could be Aba Dope peniso. And a patria or so by a could be challenge so. No, a body bush of way in Asu, a charming name so I backwards. They be our mother in law, they be our mother in law. Why not worry? They be our mother in law. Why not worry? Why not worry? Who married husband? Nipa one ne tino obi kru na one ne tino na conversation bi ha no o ma record. In fact emra husband and wife, which husband and wife in this case Kwartemaa ne kru ekoko hia Aba Dope maame no o mo recording conversation no inti Aba Dope njai no o ja no Eva cases no Eva cases no say that anya correct sa Aba Dope nyem o de ni say ni sie ye but on hwe sekwan a offer so announce a che wi ase nyina say na danfo nenyem which na danfo in this case Kwartemaa no Eva die de waka no waka na me see Eva say nkanya wo kran ka me nim say Kwartemaa nyem enya wa ka me nim say Kwartemaa nyem ba Eva say Aba Dope mom the style announce Kwartemaa nyin say no na so time Aba Dope nyem no de nyin say ni sie on pese obi a ebe hu say onyem. Now, this is where Crazy Virgin comes in. Crazy Virgin comes in. Now, Crazy Virgin, I say, oh, Aba Dope, Obi a member count you. You create a group. say ye dey solve matter no and ye na ye hu say ni person mesi na ye at fault and ye man ni person mesi apologize ye say ye twa bibia ye jai bibia manaka na the integral yan confront wo Aba Dope no ye because say ye see issue no ye decide ye say ye be resolve na ye movie on instead of say ye be man na ye bigger than what it already was. What I say? Eti on tiase say Aba Dope say Kwartemaa friend team member so mo nkoma no team ben Kwartemaa mean to mu bia ka so mo nkoma no. What I say? Only Aba Dope ni personal issue bia. Eti Aba Dope nja so o say Kwartemaa fa nkofo say o mo nkon tokwa ama no. Debi. What I say? Debi. Anya fine. Aba Dope nja say a chopper no mo pa ne chow. A chopper and no more panic because I more realize say any papa na ye at fault no more pa cho our more hope say the enemy to me akwakoda and so more ko e dey ama Kwartemaa na man for more ka say Kwartemaa ye kokonseni why no ndi konkonsada na ende bibia be pie in part 2.